And we are live. So we're going to take a couple minutes here to talk about the news that just came out of Texas not too long ago. We're aware of it. We don't have any real news on it to share, so we're not going to share any news other than we're just going to ask for some thoughts, prayers, and hearts in the chat for Texas and those who were affected. Yep, that's what I have.
Yes. Lots and lots of prayers.
So.
Hi, Cassandra.
Hello. I just put lotion on. I'm sorry my face is shiny. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry my face is shiny. It's better to be lotioned and shiny than sweaty and shiny. So. There we go. All right. So. Breaking stuff in my house. Yes, thank you, Cheryl.
Hey, Shelby. I didn't know you tried to call me, honey. Until just a minute ago whenever I looked at my phone because I was busy watching the news.
Hello, Courtney.
Hi, Sophia. What kind of news?
Uh-oh. Do you need to go?
I don't know.
Do you want to go handle that real quick and I'll hold down the fort?
Yeah,
and if
I'll be right back.
All right. So apparently we got some news. So I'm gonna hold down the fort while we handle that. Goodness gracious, my lotion made me so shiny. So today was interesting because, well, first of all, Ureli couldn't be with us here in chat, but she is with us in spirit. As we were both screaming about the expert or the what the heck's his name? Knight. Morgan Higby Knight from the you fell from the Hicksville Hotel. That's crazy. We were absolutely losing our minds about that today, both Ureli and I, and I'm sure many of you as well. It was a day, y'all. So I did take, what if any notes did you take today? What if anything do you want to point out today? I took some notes. I took this many notes. So I tried to keep track of the witnesses that were coming in. I do believe I missed Jennifer Howell and one more. Hello, Melly. One more witness. However, I'll wait for Jenny to come back before we really dig into this. But I didn't watch it all today. It rained all morning and I took advantage of it and slept in. So good for you. I'm telling you, that is excellent. We love a good nap. Okay, I'm live. Goodbye. So, so many sidebars was one of the first notes that I made. I made a couple notes. I'm gonna mostly wait for Jenny to come back before I get into my notes. But let's just generalize today. Thoughts? It was a time. It was wild. It was a good time though. I have to say, I'm
back. Sorry.
Everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I audibly exclaimed a few times. So, hi, Amelia. Yeah, I was talking about Knight, Morgan Higby Knight, the Hicksville.
Yeah, I liked him.
Me too. But I was
no.
I yelled when he was when he got admitted. I yelled.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, everyone, I actually work in an office, so for me to screech the way that I did when he was allowed to testify was probably a little improper. But then again, so has been most of Amber's team's questioning. So it's kind of like I fit in. But I did want to make like an overarching note on today. There were tons of sidebars, and it looked really weird to have court start with a long sidebar only to pull the jury in to have them request a sidebar again. It was kind of wild. Yes. Also, we started the day, even before the jury got pulled in, with the motion to strike Amber's claims, which Ben Chu made. Hey, Bev. Ben Chu.
Hey, Bev.
Hello,
hey,
Carol. Ben Chu is excellent. That's Ben Chu, and I'm gonna generalize. Depps' entire team is excellent. I have no qualms about any single one of them. I'm sorry, I'm incredibly tired. So if I look like I'm half dead, it's because I am. So just pardon that. I literally just got out of the shower, put lotion on, and I look like I've taken some of Depps' closet weed. I am so tired. We'll just have to like disregard how I actually look. I'm gonna testify like this, okay? I'm an anonymous witness, okay? So today was crazy. Just
the neighbor on what was his name? The neighbor on the Tim Taylor show.
No.
What was his name?
Hold on, I'll yell for it.
He's like, "Howdy, neighbor." What was his name? She's hollering at her fiance.
Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson. That's what he named him, was
Wilson. Yeah, that's his name. So, yeah.
It wasn't Mr. Wilson. It was just Wilson.
I don't know. I yelled for an answer.
Mr. Wilson is Dennis the Menace.
Look.
Old man neighbor, I think.
Anyway. I did not testify that my witness was a expert witness. He's a credible witness because we were just talking about them the other day. Mm-hmm. So that's why I knew he would know. Good God. I swear. I look like I got locked in Johnny Depp's closet.
No, you don't. Now you do.
No, I really do, because I'm trying so hard to keep my eyes open. It's like I literally came home. What?
Have you ever watched the comedian? His name is Jim Brewer. He was in Half Baked, the movie Half Baked. He's a stand-up comedian. He was also Goat Boy on Saturday Night Live years ago. But anyway, he always looks high, like always looks high. Anyway, he's super funny. You should watch him.
Don't say that, Bev. I will kick you out of the chat, you son of a bitch.
Oh, absolutely, Cheryl. Yeah, I like Dr. Shaw. He was actually making me fall asleep earlier. I was like,
I was driving when he was testifying. Like, sir, this is not good timing.
I just want to listen to him when I'm going to sleep.
But him and Ben King, like if I could get Ben King to testify, especially when he says Dr. Kipper. Dr. Kipper.
Yeah. They were trying to, in the chat on Legal Bites, they were all trying to figure out whether his accent was South African, English.
I don't think it was South African, because one of my really good friends was South African, and their accents are completely different. But that doesn't mean anything, because South Africa is a place that is much larger than just. I mean, I don't know. I'm again, not necessarily a credible or expert witness, just a witness. Okay. Oh my God! Wait, can we just talk about Ben? No, not Ben King. Knight. Just for a second, they go, isn't it true that you're a big fan of Johnny Depp? No.
And everybody laughs.
I thought that was so funny. I really like that. Hello, Melanie.
Hey, Melanie.
So funny.
He's like, no.
Dr. Shaw looks like Tim Gunn from Project Runway. Hey, I see it. That wasn't in the chat.
Yeah.
That was yeah, I appreciate that one. That was a good one. Feel free to continue sending me these private messages. I will continue to read them on air because that is valid.
He also looked like David Bowie.
I see it. He said he's from London. Oh, okay. He did say he went to New Zealand for 3 years to study before coming to the U.S. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but I don't think that once you're an adult that you're going to pick up a New Zealand. Because somebody were saying, they said that he sounded like that they heard like New Zealand, Aussie, London, like English, all these different things. And I'm like, yeah, but somebody said something about they heard New Zealand. And I'm like, if he's from London, he's not going to go to New Zealand for 3 years and pick up an accent there. You know what I'm saying?
Unless he was around that growing up, unless he was around somebody who had that accent growing up, because then if it's really for him to have picked up on both parts.
Sorry, I have itchy eyes today. Allergies, fuzzy wuzzies are like all over the place outside right now.
He actually gave his CV. Do you have any notes today?
I have one note. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
So my one says, I'm pretending like I'm Elaine. Okay? I'm Elaine. And she goes like this. She goes, objection. Relevance. Never mind. I don't object unless he talks some more. That's what she said.
Hi, Nicole. Oh, God. I guess I missed that part. Like, honestly, just, like, she was the best lawyering that she ever lawyered in her entire lawyeration was today when she was lawyering against Knight. But what does that say to you?
Well, and was it Camille that was doing I don't remember who she was talking to. So I mean, it would have had to have been a director, a redirect or whatever, but was it Camille that was doing it, or was it the blonde-headed lady that kept getting, like, Elaine kept objecting to?
Listen, Elaine's entire lawyer life, she has never been a better lawyer than she was this afternoon.
But the judge kept siding with Elaine, like saying sustain. And then
Camille started saying, what if any?
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Camille said, what if anything? What if any? Blah, 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 blah. And she kept saying, did you, did it, did he, did they? And she kept getting the leading objections. And
then when she switched it to what if any, it's crazy how the objection stopped.
Yeah, right?
She was like,
but Elaine couldn't get away with that.
Listen, here, all I'm saying is that after yesterday's piss poor showing from Elaine, where the judge actually had to say how to ask a question, I think, like, honestly, at this point, if there's anybody who deserves to get locked in Johnny's weed closet, it's that judge. That judge deserves a full, like, 24 hours of baked lifestyle.
She does. But honestly,
deserves a mega pint of whatever it is that Johnny's drink of choice and smoke of choice is, because she has been the most patient. Cheryl was yelling at the TV. I was screaming at work, Cheryl. It was not my most professional moment, but literally, like,
you were saying that the judge deserves to be in Johnny's weed closet.
Yeah.
But Elaine needs it.
Elaine
needs it.
Elaine needs it. You know who deserves it though? Other than the judge, I think Johnny's entire team deserves several mega pints and muffins and what if any substances. Just all of the rewards. So much to say.
I
It's a bit.
saw that, Cheryl, but I missed the I just like
Yeah.
that stuff. I'm like, ugh, it's like humdrum to me.
So I watched it all. I think that the reason, so Ben King, not Ben King, damn it, Ben Chu, Ben Chu and his team called a whole absolute assload of witnesses today. And this isn't even all of them. I'm missing 2 off this list.
Oh, wow.
Called all of these people. And I really do believe, anyone know what are the munchies they're snacking on? I've seen jelly beans. That's what I've seen. But they called so many people to testify, and I think that Amber Heard's legal team realized how much of a time deficit they were on, and they had really counted on, you know, that 30 minutes being taken up, like, because they called an assload. They called Walter Hammond from Warner Brothers through video deposition. So this was where I was sitting there at work and I was going, oh, and my coworkers are like, what? And I'm like, oh, Jason Momoa and Amber had no chemistry on screen. And they were like, okay. And I was like, no, but you don't understand. Warner Brothers is now testifying to the fact that they have no chemistry on screen.
Right.
And so then that happened. And then David Kolber, who was the cast doctor through live video deposition, mind you, they probably, see, the thing is that, oh no, he was a live video link. So the thing is that with the depositions, they were edited before. Yeah, they had to forfeit 30 minutes because I'll get there. I have, that's where I was going. Because they're now going from 9 a.m. to 5:30 to fit in all the time. So they had to lose 30 minutes because it was their turn to call in witnesses, and they did not have a witness to call in because they had fully expected for Amber Heard's team to piss another 30 minutes or more down the drain. Because remember, they closed with depositions. They prepared tons today.
Yeah, they did.
Whole motion to strike. We started the day with the motion to strike. Then Walter Hamad. Then Dr. Kolber, who was the cast, the doctor. Then they had Richard Mark come back for the attorney, the deal maker. I loved him. I loved him the first time.
I liked him a lot too.
And Spindler was also good. But Doug, Vanya, the damn Q scores, man, the information he was throwing out was just, yes, like you could see how, like you could, every time the demonstratives came up, you could see just how elated he was about his facts and his numbers. Jennifer Howell was not very long, kind of disappointing, but she did say that she had, she tried to encourage Whitney to tell the truth about Amber's abuse of Johnny, the fact that it's not the other way around. Yes, thank you, anonymous source of information. So,
also, she has her sources now. That's cute.
Anonymous source. It's a
love that.
Yeah. And then Mr. Knight, the Morgan Higby Knight, and then we had Jennifer Howell, like my anonymous source said, and then we had one more video deposition. I can't remember who it was, but my point is that after the motion to strike, they called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can't remember the 8th. 8 witnesses today. One video dep to start, a live video link, 1, 2, 3, 4 live witnesses, and then 2 more video depositions. Plus, Amber's side had a flipping book of, I know, lost objections for the court to appeal. And I'll tell you what,
the last person, did they even finish with her?
Yeah, they were done with her.
She was something like the in charge of donations and stuff.
That's right.
In Los Angeles,
the Children's Hospital. So that was another video deposition. So what happened was you could see that they had edited all of Amber's teams cross out. Yeah. Amber's team has gotten conscious of the fact that they're just bleeding time out. So they have, that's why they had to lose 30 minutes, because it was their turn to call in a witness and they were not prepared, even though they had called in a total of 8 people and fully expected it to take all day. They did not have an additional witness. But also, you have to remember that if these people are testifying live, if they already bled through all of their live or their video depositions and live links and they're waiting on live people, these people can't just show up on a Tuesday when they're scheduled for a Wednesday. So that's one thing I will say. And also remember that this is over. Huh?
Shelby asked if Johnny was back up on the stand today. No.
We also have to remember that this is over on Friday. Friday is closing. So out of the time that they have left, and remember, they are in court they get 2 breaks, 2 recesses, morning and afternoon, and lunch. So they have a total of 3 breaks lasting more than, I think it's more than an hour. Is it 15, and then I can't remember how long lunch is.
I think lunch is an hour. Yeah.
Okay. So then they're out of court for an hour and a half, between an hour and an hour and a half. So we'll quantify it by saying between an hour and an hour and a half. And that does not include sidebars. That does not include times when they have to shoo the witness out or shoo the jury out for a moment. But they're in court from 9 to 5:30. There's 2 more days left.
Cheryl, as far as what I heard today is that they're allowed to not allow them to cross if no time is left, but that it's kind of frowned upon in Virginia. However,
she made it at the start of the trial. She said, "I will cut you off." Additionally, Amber's team has no reason to have bled through that much time, because if you look at it, Johnny Depp has his case in chief, Amber has her case in chief, and then Johnny has the opportunity to rebuttal. So Johnny's team had to split their time into 2. There is absolutely no reason why Amber, who for all intents and purposes had, cross-examination and her entire direct, and then she gets to cross-exam, why she has bled through so much time. Judge has to allow 3 to 5 minutes to avoid reversal.
They said if she chooses to allow that, but she doesn't have to. But in order to not cause any sort of appeal or anything like that, then she will probably either A, allow them to cross for however long time they want to regardless, or say, you've used up all your allotted time that we gave you at the beginning, and in order to stay fair to Johnny's side, since they have followed the rules, then I'll give you 3 to 5 minutes to get your cross in, and that's it.
Yeah, but it's not going to matter, and I'll tell you why. Because Johnny Depp's team used 4 hours, so that means roughly 4 hours. So that means they're left with between 11 and 12 hours. Amber Heard's team used about an hour and a half, which means they're left with about 2.5 hours. Right. 2.5 plus, we'll say 10. That's 12.5 hours split amongst 2 days. That's 6 hours and 15 minutes between breaks and sidebars. I truly doubt that we're getting through 6 full hours, because we typically get around, if not less than 6 hours between objections and sidebars and breaks and stuff. And this is just obviously, because do the math here. Each team has 60 hours to last 6 weeks. That is 10 hours a week. That's 20 hours for both sides per week. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So I doubt that basically all this to say, I doubt that Johnny's team is even going to need all of the time. So no, that does not include closing. So Johnny's, they each get 2 hours for closing. So they'll go in on Friday morning, and they will close, and then they'll take a break, and then the other team will close. And then I believe that Johnny's team has the opportunity to reclose, just because he is the one who sued first, essentially, and Amber's claims are counterclaims. So I believe that around noon on Friday, you know, God willing, court willing, and all that, that the jury will begin to deliberate around noon on Monday. Or, I mean, Friday. Sorry, Friday. Now, how long they take to deliberate is completely, there's no.
I think it's going to be boom.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
anticipate more than a few days. Now,
either.
whether
I mean, I think it's going to be really quick.
Yeah. I mean, we could, because of all the evidence that we've seen, and because you can see a lack of preparation on Amber's versus Johnny's side, because you can see a difference in experts, which is why the title of my video is Johnny's Experts Destroy Amber's Experts. You can see, like, so just to recall here, just so that you can see what I'm saying. Schnell was the guy who brought in the Amber Turd hashtag, and the girl yesterday that they closed with, Spindler and Banya. No. Yes, Spindler, Banya, and Marks were brought in to dispute them. Assuming Johnny wins, do you think that Amber will appeal the decision based on ineffective counsel? So from what I understand, and that's not everything. I'm not a legal mastermind. From what I understand, in criminal cases, it's usually more in the lawyer's hands. In civil cases, which this is,
right?
In cases, it's usually sort of client led. Like, for example, Lane can say we shouldn't go this direction, but ultimately, when it is a matter that is civil, it is kind of client led. So, for example, if Amber was going to keep this, if Amber wanted to win, she would spend less time proving claims of abuse and spend more time proving claims of why it wasn't defamation.
Right.
So with that in mind, I don't think she has the ability to appeal. And additionally, if she were to appeal because of ineffective counsel, and she were to go about this again, I just think that, like, you're a desperate bitch. At a certain point, you just need to go lay down somewhere, like Jenny says. Verdict before Labor Day, you think? I really think so. I think so. Oh, and who was the other guy? The the nice guy. What was his name? The wonderful, nice, quiet man who put us all to bed in a good way.
Oh, Dr. Shaw.
Yeah, him. So Shaw was brought in to counter Spiegler, and you can see the difference between the and Shaw. Like, there, you just, that's my point. Is I think that the jury will see that there is absolutely no comparison between Johnny Depp's team and Amber's team, and Johnny Depp's witnesses and Amber's witnesses. So I really do think we could have, I feel like we could have a verdict as early as Friday and as late as, if they deliberate. I don't think they're going to deliberate through the weekend. So I think we could have a verdict as late as Friday and as early as Tuesday. I really, like, the only thing that I can see them taking more time on is if they want to review all of the audio, because only what's admitted into evidence has been played for them. But when something is admitted into evidence, I believe the entire clip has to be admitted into evidence in order for sections to be admitted. Could be wrong. Again, not a legal genius, but if I were on that jury, I would want to re-review the tapes and the clips just to see, just because I'm nosy more than anything. The mouth movement and his hair. Oh my God. So yes, just,
I don't think that they would deliberate over the weekend.
no, I think that it would just be business
And then
Friday.
Because Cheryl had mentioned Memorial Day, but will they even? The court won't be open on Monday, will it?
That's true. So I think that we'll probably have a verdict by Wednesday at the latest then, because I can't see honestly, the jury's probably fed up. Like, they have had to sit through ineffective lawyering, objection, Your Honor, hearsay, leading, objection, foundation, what if any. And I think that when this is over, they're going to want to dip. Like, they're going to be like, yes, it was really nice to have like a couple weeks off of work.
Yeah.
Especially if they have really stressful jobs, and they're going to be like, wow, that was a nice vacation. We got to stare at Johnny Depp. He's not too bad to look at. But they're going to be like, I have had an absolute enough of these fools on Amber's side.
Right.
That's my opinion. I am just, this is not offered for the truth, Your Honor. This is just foundation, and I mean, not foundation. It's just opinion. Leading the witness, y'all crazy. I'm saying.
Hey, Randy.
I saw the reporting on the jurors. Very interesting. Yeah, it's been very interesting to look and see from people who are there, and just see kind of
Bob the sexy
look
blah,
at
blah, blah builder. Hey, Bob.
But yeah, Bob, what are your thoughts? What, if any, thoughts have you had? It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride. It's been crazy.
Yeah, the reporting on the jurors was very interesting.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're all very young.
Yeah, most
I
of
think
them.
a couple of them are older, but for the most part, my dog stepped on a bee. For the most part, they're all younger and
Predominantly male.
yeah. And so that kind of, I was like,
Which
The
could
one guy reported that the one juror clung to her cross a lot. So apparently, she's sort of a religious-y kind of person. Trying to think what else. One of them has hearing loss and wears hearing aids or like hearing services, whatever, And he said that at some parts, whenever he gets sick of listening to Amber's team,
no
hearing aids out. He literally rests his head on the monitor in front of him.
I heard that one of them was napping. Is that the one?
Probably.
Yeah, I had heard that.
Next to him had to like elbow him one time. Oh my god! But it's always when it's one of her people. I heard that, Dawn. A lot of the guys, I think like all of the young people maybe are Asian.
Most of the jury, actually. I think that the older white Irish Catholic lady. Yes, we are referencing Runkle of the Bailey. At least I am. So yeah, he's adorable, but he is, or she is, sorry, the older white Irish Catholic lady, as they've been referring to her as, is white. There is an addition
for Asian. Wow.
I thought there was more. They said a couple of them were nodding off, but always on. I'm saying, yeah, there's a whole, like, if you follow Runkle, yeah, there's also a Italian one as well, Italian gentleman. But I think that most of them were Dawn. Yeah, I only came here to shit on Amber. I'm just saying, like, there's, don't even have to tell us why you came here. Just begin shitting on her. Like, there's no, don't. It's fine. So I wanted to talk about the notes that I made. So the
Oh wait, I heard another hashtag they were calling her was, instead of Amber Turd, it was Ambuser Turd.
I would like to see their testimony on that hashtag, and that's all I have to say about that. So the umbrella guy is apparently a prominent, and see, I had only just heard about him through this case, so it's not like I have but I had heard about him prior to today. So when he came up, I was like,
Yeah. He's a famous YouTuber, and he's got a big Twitter following, I guess. I'm assuming he's probably big on Instagram too. I don't know. But they call him Tug, short for that umbrella guy. But yeah.
I found it really interesting because Knight corrected her like 3 times. It was one about Geraldine versus Euroline or something like Urold or something like that. And then it was the Umbrella Man. She called him the Umbrella Man. And then there was one additional correction that he made. Also, can we talk about how the entire trailer was destroyed? And the man who owned the place said it was a $65 bill.
Right. $60 some dollar for 2 light fixtures, and that was it.
Yeah.
They didn't even charge Johnny Depp the piggy fee, which is where if they're pigs and tear the place up and leave it gross and disgusting, they get charged $25 hourly rate for cleaning and repairing.
So
he didn't get charged anything. All he had to do was replace the light fixtures on the wall. And he said literally he had an extra one, and all he had to do was shove the wires back in the wall. So yeah, and then everybody's all saying that they walked in and it looked like a bomb went off in the place.
And the thing is that what I find most interesting about Depps.
Hey, you really?
I'm saying, girl, and you know what? Shout out to Ureli, because Ureli pointed something out that I missed. So when the judge kicked him out and was like, you can go wait outside. You tell him. I'm not going to steal your thunder. Ureli, you pointed this out. You get to tell us. But while we wait for that, I did have a couple notes on Richard Marx. Unlike their damage experts, I'm an attorney in the trenches making deals. A direct quote. That's not how that happens. Another direct quote. Amber was more than adequately paid. Another direct quote. Okay, I'll tell him. So Ureli clocked this. When the judge kicked him out so that they could talk about it, the judge goes, yep, that's it, Cheryl. The judge goes, he goes, can I leave my water bottle? And the judge said, yeah, I didn't even clock that as an indication. But he left his water bottle right on the stand. And I noticed it when he came back because he didn't like have it in his hand. He just picked it up from where it was. Excellent clocking, Cheryl and Ureli.
Way to go. Way to go, our super sleuths.
I'm way too into this. I'm saying, like, I don't, what are we going to do when this is over? Doug Banya, I did want to do the rebuttal in the Q stores. It's not comparable or likable. Amber Heard is not comparable or likable. Her Q scores, her positive Q scores were very low, and her negative Q scores were very high. No one cares about her on social media also. Those were my quotes. Those were my notes. Good times, man.
After her, A Star Is Born.
I know! And
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
She's not that good.
Yeah.
Her breakout days. I wouldn't even call her a one-hit wonder. If you want to know if you want me to be honest, I wouldn't even call, like, you know how they have these one-hit wonders, you know what I mean, in the music industry and in TV industry or whatever. And I wouldn't even call her a one-hit wonder.
I freaked out when they let him in, and I freaked out when I saw him pick up the water bottle. I didn't even clock it at the time when he asked about it. I was busy freaking out to my coworkers. I was like, oh, you're not gonna believe this. That was my day. Just and anytime they say what if any, and Camille started saying what if any, and yeah. But yeah, I definitely feel the same way. She was not a one-hit wonder. She was like, she got a couple okay ones in there, like. Generally speaking, if the title of the show, the title of the movie is Aquaman, and Jason Momoa is Aquaman, and you are a supporting character, You're not the breakout star. Did you see the charts? And I saw them. Oh my God. Like, my favorite part is when they broke down Jenny, she hit way more than one time. She sucks.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely more than a one hit kind of person, but you know what I mean.
It's several hits, but no home runs. That's what we'll call
Right.
it. The charts, I was freaking out about the charts. I especially loved when they broke down the hashtags because they're claiming that there's this high correlation. There was no correlation. Additionally, my favorite part was when they asked about other facts and stuff, and he was like, no, I am the rebuttal witness. I have come here to rebut the expert that you provided. I did not stray outside. Yes, we heard about it, Crashly.
Yes, Crashly. Woohoo!
I'm excited. Hit, not punched, Cheryl. Yeah. Yeah. Just she used the bruise kid today. Did you see her face? No, I did not. I'll have to go look at her. I'll have to go look at her face. I don't want to look at her face. But yeah, and my favorite part, I know this was a couple days ago, but we gotta, do you like Justice? And then the witness goes, big fan of Justice. So good. Oh my God. That was a good.
I have to say that I really loved is his name Morgan Higby Knight?
Morgan Higby Knight. Yep. I loved him so much.
I loved when he was talking about how, you know, Johnny just kind of like hung out around the fire, talked music with his the other chick there at the park. She went in and got her guitar. They strummed a little bit around the fire pit. He was just super cool. And I don't know. I just like everybody that experiences Johnny Depp has the same experience.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Knight was like, this sounds scary. I know. Oh my God. I screamed at work.
That was funny.
Because they were like, are you aware that Adam Waldman talks to that umbrella man? It sounds schizophrenic. It did. They really tried to impeach him, and Elaine sucked as usual. I just like, I'm sorry, tired.
That's how she feels about Elaine.
Yeah. I was rolling. Oh my God. I wasn't rolling. I was screeching at work, in the office, in the hospital. The sounds that were coming out of my mouth. Like, at one point I was like, ooh! Like, there was so much happening. I think I screeched the loudest for Morgan Higby Knight, and then secondly, I scoffed so much at the whole more than adequately paid, and that's not how that happens. And
exactly, Crash. He said the same thing.
Yep.
It lasted for all of about 10 minutes. I mean,
yep. We were just talking about that, Crashly.
She had her. That was her 10 minutes of
that was
fame.
That was her Star is Born moment, and then the star promptly died. Elaine seemed to like.
He said, she actually said the one time that he was that he followed one of Johnny Depp's biggest tweeters. Tweeters or something. Head tweeters. And the way she made it sound like was that this dude was like working social media for Johnny Depp or something. And he's like, I did what?
Yep.
And yeah, I was like,
and you reached out and you messaged him like, nope, I wouldn't say that. It's a tweet. I retweeted it. That's what I said earlier, Crashly. I was like, best lawyering that she ever did lawyer today. The breakout moment, and then the fact that they put it on paper and they said her Star is Born moment to the time that the Waldman statements come out. And who the hell came up with this Waldminion shit? That's beside the point. But from the time that her Star is Born moment came out and the Waldman statements was 16 or 18 months, and she did not get one role. She had already been optioned to play Mira in the second Aquaman, so that one did not count. Her lawyers were quick to point that out because the expert was going to give her that one in 16 months. And her lawyer was like, objection. She was already optioned to play Mira. So they were like, okay, all right, I see you. She got none.
Katrina, I think the way that she probably would have best said it is that the dude is like has a huge Twitter account that is pro Johnny Depp. But tweeter just sounds weird. I mean, I don't think anybody calls them tweeters.
Yep.
But
that Jennifer Howell, I was disappointed with how little time they spent on her, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I wanted a whole lot more from Jennifer Howell because supposedly she knows, according to Whitney, how abusive Amber is, and that Amber was the one that like twatters. I know, right? And that she was the one that took her off, all that kind of stuff. So,
yep. But in Johnny's team's defense, I got so pissed today at work when I was trying to explain this to my coworkers, because it was like, because after a while you get tired of hearing that Johnny did drugs. Like, we're fully aware. Like,
right.
He never denied it. He never denied that he broke that particular thing that cost $65 in the trailer. He always admitted to that. He always admitted to the fact that he trashed her closet. He always admitted to the fact that he did drugs. These three things that you have on him, or two things really, destruction of property and drugs, these are the two things that you have on him. And he has confirmed that they are true. So quite frankly, I don't give two craps about those things. But with those two things being the things that they have on him and they keep repeating it, I can see why Johnny's team is like, pledge, not donate. Pledge, not donate. Yeah, they need to get off the drugs and drinking thing. Johnny never said he didn't. Also, additionally, if you can sit there and say that Johnny Depp is not a credible witness to his own life because he was on drugs and drinking, then that means that Amber, who also partook, Whitney, who also partook, Io Tellurite, Rocky Pennington, and Whitney Heard, all of them were doing the drugs, and Josh Drew, all of them were doing the drugs. All of them were drinking the mega pints. Drop it. If you are so convinced that Johnny Depp is such a terrible person and cannot be held accountable and is not credible and shouldn't be listened to, then neither the hell should any of you or your witnesses. He told Amber to never see. Keeping his word. Yep. So I'm just, I have so many thoughts, and like, I know we say it every time, but this has truly been one of my favorite things to have done with you, Jenny. Like, this is I have so many thoughts about the trial, and it's nice to get to talk about it because, like, I mean, genuinely, Murderous Monday was fun for a minute. Oh, but this trial. Oh,
yeah, I know, right? I don't know. I do wish the whole drinking and drugging thing they would get over it, because but it's like they're trying to act like that he had, like, this is new, or that he has done drugs and drank since he was 12, 13 years old when he started taking his mommy's Xanax, right? Second of all, besides that, he's 50-some years old and has never been in any sort. I know, I like how she said she partook too, so what's her problem with him using, right? But he's never been like the abuser, been like in the news for beating his wife or doing this or doing that. Never.
Amber Heard was arrested in the airport. She was quick to shut it down, though. She was quick to shut it down. That was not true, but even so, there has never been allegations of Johnny Depp. As a matter of fact, we'll find out tomorrow with Kate Moss exactly how very few allegations. And as far as the Ellen, I forgot her name already. She was a lady who clarified that it was not a romantic relationship; it was sexual. He threw, yeah, that one. But then she was very clear to change it to tossed, not through, tossed. So, quite frankly,
first she said through, then she says tossed. Like, and when you say tossed, like when you say throw, and you're angry, I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? Like the force behind it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you toss something,
this is throwing. Yeah, and this is tossed. There's a huge difference between like a piss off and a like aggressive throw. And I feel Amber was annoyed. He was spending time with the other guy.
She just feels rejected. I don't know what else to say.
Also, I thought it was very clever of the trailer guy to get in the
trigger. Yep.
And it wasn't tossed at anyone. Correct, Dawn. Yeah, I throw shit too. But the thing is that like when I throw shit, sometimes I do throw things at people, but it's usually like playfully. Like I'll usually like toss a water bottle, like an empty water bottle, and then he'll toss it back or whatever. It's not like I'm not throwing.
Exactly, Crashly.
Yeah. That old hag was just salty as hell. Amber is the one who has all those traits. I know. What, if anything, would this canvas be indicative of? That your client is crazy.
Yeah. Not that he took, not that, and like I said on the package, like if MDMA, if ecstasy or whatever it's called, comes in a cute little package, you know, and it has like FDA warning on it or whatever. I know it don't. I'm just being stupid here.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, dear consumer, please be advised that if you consume too much of this fun drug, you will more than likely paint plain old canvases solid black. That's what it says.
Yeah. Yep. And actually, that was one of the side effects. The other one is maybe death if you're taking 8 to 10 of them.
I'm in a plane on a private jet and vomit your guts out or something.
I seen that, Nicole. I have seen that she was already on drugs in her late 20s. I also have seen a lot of testimony that she is also, can we talk about causation versus correlation? Because yesterday that was a huge topic and we didn't get very much of it. And today, Johnny Depp's experts were like, I heard that you were.
He was like, ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. Let's talk about this for a minute. Oh, God.
So good. I love the demonstratives especially, but I do have to say, of everything that happened today, I'm so sorry. I do have to say that of everything that happened today, night being, did you just yawn back at me?
No, Cheryl, I was talking about on the airplane whenever she was saying that he was like sick in the airplane in the bathroom.
And
it was ice cream, not vomit in his lap. Yeah. That was stupid.
Did you catch that he said, I was told it was vomit?
Yeah.
When Elaine accused Knight of wanting to be a witness because it's on TV, I was like, oh shit, shots fired. But then he was like, bruh, I don't really like Johnny Depp. I'm not a fan. Like, I was like, oh, great counter. Oh my God, today was so every day.
This guy, I can't remember his name, on a creator's channel. He was in a movie, I do believe, with her. They were between late teens and early 20s, and she was already on drugs on the set. Are you talking about Ellen Barkin or Amber?
I think Amber, because I had seen something about that too. I also saw that during one of Johnny and Amber's breaks that she was sleeping with people on set. That was
who was it? Was it Kevin Costner?
I think
she was naked and was like, hi. And he's like, called her out on it and like publicly.
Yep.
or
So
something. Was it Kevin
yeah.
Costner?
Yeah, I think so. Cheryl, because that would be hearsay. Crashly and now TMZ has their emergency thing. I know. But it's possible that we could have a situation where TMZ is forced by the courts, because ultimately the court still has the final say so. Because here's the thing. If the source was Amber and the video, because remember the whole this entire thing is about that video where he's slamming cabinets and saying, did something happen to you? They have the copyright claim on that. Why do they have the copyright claim on that if that was Amber's video?
Right.
So if Abigail is an exception to hearsay rule as he is an expert, yes, he can rely on hearsay, but he is not allowed to repeat hearsay. He can.
Yes,
he can rely on what other people say as an expert, but he does not have the ability to repeat it. There's a huge difference between relying on it and repeating it. Massive difference. So unfortunately, if they had asked him, it would have been objected to as hearsay, because relying and repeating are not the same. So, and then what was I saying about the other one? TMZ. It's possible that TMZ can be forced. They want their sources to not be afraid to leak them crap. Yes. But if the court, so this is basically, they have forbidden it, but I heard somebody read it to me today, because I couldn't read it myself. So I was listening to it on a stream, and I heard that he testified it was factually vomit. Yes, he testified that someone told him it was. Unfortunately, he was given bad information, so he can't be held liable for that. It was already shown and proven that it was ice cream and told that it was ice cream. So he was given bad information. So there's really nothing that they can do about that. Because he was relying on hearsay. He wasn't able to tell them who said that. But he was able to say that he was told that it was, because he's allowed to rely on hearsay, just not repeated. So he couldn't say who said it. So the TMZ thing, the court can overturn this. Basically, all this to say, it's possible that the court can say,
Yeah, that's true.
He had to be asked. They could have asked, but more than likely, Elaine, today being the only day that she was ever on point, she would have caught it and said hearsay. Or yesterday. Oh, it was yesterday. That's right. She wouldn't have caught it. They should have asked. But yeah. I think yeah, that's it. We're past the
go live.
Huh?
What time does Bev go live?
8:00. We're already going over her time right now.
All right.
So with that being said, make sure you tune in tomorrow, Wednesday, over on Jenny's channel for a recap of tomorrow's day. Kate Moss will have entered the chat by tomorrow. So make sure you set your alarms. She'll put up the stream well in advance, so you'll know and be able to click that bell to get notified. Let's see. Can we get a moderator or anybody to throw in a Jenny link? Can Jenny throw in a Jenny link?
Yeah, I could be able to. Let me get my thing.
We love you, Dawn. Good night, Amelia. Yeah, definitely come back tomorrow for Smurf. I can't on StreamYard. I'm sorry. I'm on StreamYard. I don't have the ability to. Pixies. Hi, y'all. Excuse me.
Okay, I'm here. I got it. Let me.
Okay. All right. So that is it. Tomorrow, come back for Kate Moss's testimony.
Actually, hold on a minute. I have to go back to your live stream. For some reason, it won't let me put it in over here. For Kate Moss's testimony. Hold on a minute. I have to go back to your live stream. Sorry.
I love to hear my voice repeated to me. It feels good.
The channel.
All right. So there is the link when it comes through. There it is. There it is. So come back.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.